What's going on YouTube? Another friendly gamer here. Long time no talk, but don't worry, I got an interesting footage, gameplay, deathmatch, whatever you want to call it. I have it. And you know what? You know how we always like to say my first thing, my first girlfriend, we've covered that. My first ever 10k assassinate, we covered that. Well guys, guess what? This time I'm covering the first time I win an all prestige lobby. I don't think I've ever played this well of a deathmatch ever. And to be honest, there's still room to improve. I think at some time I was a bit hesitant whether I should strike or not, but nonetheless, a game cannot be completely perfect. So I hope you guys like the gameplay perspective of the game. Well, that sounded completely weird, but doesn't matter. I'm still moving on. But we have a pretty interesting topic for the commentary side of this video, because we got to talk about the relationship between the community, I can't even talk today, but the community. That is the entire focus of this commentary, and how the relationship of the community has grown when we've slowly been destroying ourselves. And it's a kind of a controversial topic, because some people think that arguing is completely awful, but I'm going to agree on a certain level that arguing can be pretty bad at sometimes. But most of the time, I think arguing is just something that is it's just sometimes needed. And that sounds extremely weird, right? Another friendly gamer, why would he support arguments and fighting? Is that completely stupid? I don't think so, because hear me out. If you're debating or arguing on a certain topic, that must mean that you're extremely passionate and caring about what you are playing or what you're doing in life. It doesn't matter if it's just about the game of Assassin's Creed 3 itself. In life, you're going in an unknown direction, and whether all the obstacles that hit you, that could be puberty, that could be losing all your chubbiness, that could be metabolism itself, that could be maybe buying your house, getting gray hair, becoming old. That is all things in life, and you can't really control it at all. So when it comes to Assassin's Creed at all, at any of the games, the direction is unknown. The only thing we can really know is that they're going to make money off it, because the franchise of Assassin's Creed is based off a single player idea. The theme is just the single player so far. But the reason why I'm playing the multiplayer, there must be something more to it, and you guys are right by even thinking that. I play the multiplayer because I think it's truly exceptional what it's doing. It's something that's so small, and I really think that by one small event will blow it up. And I think that either that's a competitive esports tournament, I don't know. I know what's happening, guys. Don't worry. I'm so excited to what's going to happen in the near future. Whether that's going to happen in Assassin's Creed 3 or Assassin's Creed 4. I think we're on a rise of seeing a whole new level of competition. From the artifact assault perspective, we can tell that the direction that Assassin's Creed 4 might take on is more of a fast approach. The parkour element is going to be a lot more present than it has been in previous games. And some people might even be upset because it's really easy to do that now. Apparently, I'm saying apparently because I haven't played Brotherhood, but I heard that it's extremely harder to free run. You know what? I believe it, because Assassin's Creed 2, I was nowhere nearly as good at free running as I am in Assassin's Creed 3, because you have to press the A button as well as the right trigger. And it's just completely ridiculous how they're making it too simple, and you don't want to do that. If you think about the first game, I think you should always base your franchise, from your first game. So Assassin's Creed 1, when you were playing as Altair, the entire theme and element was to perform stealth, and whenever you needed to, you could become you could be a complete badass and parkour and escape your way out no matter how you want to do it. And if you had to kill someone, you could kill them and do it extremely awesome. Now, if we look at the perspective of what they're doing in Assassin's Creed 3, you can see that they're just focusing more on the fighting than the free running. And I think that's a very big mistake, because by focusing more on the fighting, you can tell that the stealth aspect is going to be completely removed. If you're focusing on fighting, it's not entirely a stealth game now, is it? It's cool that they're involving the environment, but even at that, you're involving fast movement environment. Whenever you have to press the right trigger, means you're in a high profile action and you're still running. If you want stealth, you want to use the shadows like in Splinter Cell. So I'm just going to compare that game, and I can because it's another Ubisoft product, so it's still in the same ballpark here. But if you know what I mean, something might have to be changed, and I don't know if they are completely aware of what is completely going on. And I think I'm saying it completely a bit too much, so I might have to change the words I'm going to be using. But the thing is, this topic is pretty interesting because some people are they build some very constructive ideas on what they want to see for the next game. You know what? I think it's gonna be really interesting what's gonna happen in the next game. It's coming out in October, and I seriously think this might be the opportunity that Assassin's Creed and the community has been waiting for. You know, I was mentioning that spark earlier on. I think it might happen just because of Assassin's Creed 4. Taking on an entire new environment involving pirates is something completely unexpected. And you know what? I think it's so crazy that it might just work. And that's the crazy part of it. You always have to take risks, and Ubisoft is taking a risk, and I'm pretty sure they're aware of it. And let's see if it's actually going to pay off, like my risk there whenever I went for that sexy silent grab kill. But anyways, there's more to this conversation now, because now that we've talked about what really is going to make Assassin's Creed 4 the better game, is it going to be the free running? Is it going to be the gameplay itself? That's where my opinion might not mean that much, because I don't have that much experience playing the game. I don't know the lobby they have in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Revelations. I've only played a bit of Revelations, and I can tell you that maybe the main menu is probably the biggest struggle that I've seen with the Assassin's Creed multiplayer franchise. It's not completely awful, I'll tell you that much, but it still has a lot of improvement to do. The fact that you want to take a game, Assassin's Creed, the franchise, the multiplayer itself is supposed to be taken competitive. There's no way you can just lollygag yourself and be playing this game so recreational. It just doesn't work. Well, you certainly can, but it kind of beats the purpose of the game itself. But then again, if you want to play for a recreational purpose, why not make it easier on the main menu? Like, if you want to do a private game, it should be a lot easier to just invite 8 people and have your game there. And that's where I think Assassin's Creed, or Ubisoft, sorry, I don't know who to actually ask for this, but that main menu would, if it's improved in any little bit, it'll be great. Because people don't like complex things. People like efficient things. And I'm going to compare another game, and I'm sorry if I ever do. I never like comparing other games, but what I think is great here is because if I mention another game, you guys might be familiar with the concept that they've actually taken on. And in League of Legends, that's the game I'm comparing, they have a way to actually have that challenge, and it's so big of a community there. I think it's the most played game in the world right now. And you want to know why? It's because the network, the social network in the website itself is so well designed, it's unbelievable, guys. You'll be amazed at how simple and how original and how easy it is to actually create a game, invite other players, message them, and if you want, you can even spectate, which would be another cool thing if you want to take the game into a whole new level of competitive. You want to know how League of Legends is so successful in the competitive organization? It's because of that one feature. Being able to spectate makes it 10 times easier, and I think it's going to be unbelievable if that feature is incorporated in future Assassin's Creed games. So I think that's about it for my mini rant. It's not really an aggressive rant, it's pretty much my opinion, and I want to hear what you guys think should be incorporated, because I haven't been playing the game so long. I don't want to talk about smoke bomb and gun all that much, because I haven't lived with all those effects yet. I haven't been offensive smoke bomb all that much. Sure, I've been angry with it at certain times, but that just goes with my mood, right? If I had a bad day at school, let's say, being offensive smoke bomb is not the best way to actually cool off and pull off a smile. So I guess I've had my moments where I can be angry and upset with certain moments like that. But the thing is, that's just the way the game is played. Oh, and another thing, this might be my last point, and I'm going to compare another game because that concept is very known. In Call of Duty, there is a concept where you can be camping, right? And that's wrong to do that. When you're playing a game, to be the best at a Call of Duty, you have to play a certain way. Certain ways. Sorry, there's plural. There's many ways you can actually play and you'll still be successful. But what I find in Assassin's Creed is that if you play one way, it seems to be the only way you can actually be successful. And I hope that they can have more diversity in the game styles where you can actually be successful. Either that's playing extremely defensively, so you're supporting that stealth, or playing extremely aggressive and you're supporting that parkour element of the game. Anyways, guys, this is my opinion. I want to hear what you guys want to say as well. And if you want, make sure to press that like button. And it's good to be back making videos and commentaries. So, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.